What's going on, Throne Army? Joe here, and today in the cage we're reviewing the newest offering from Maverik Lacrosse, and that is the Kinetik. Definitely a departure from some of the stuff they do in the past few years with its face shape. So we strung it up with kind of a more aggressive W4 type M hybrid. Definitely what the head dictates because of its shorter stature and aggressive flair. Got it strung up with a pennant, looks unbelievable, full system with that. And then we threw it on kind of a vintage Maverik A1 in black. I like the black and white with the colors, looks pretty fresh, and let's get going. As always, we'll have some fresh balls courtesy of Lacrosse Ball Store. Let's see what this thing's got. Ooh, you can really feel it off the top of that nylon. I wouldn't say it's got a quick release, but it definitely has a snappy release. I think because that shorter face shape has a little bit more whip than what I like, but I think that's because of the kind of the bottom rail and also how short the stick is. But it should have a lot of power to it, so let's see what we get with a nice little overhand. Death trap wearing Vans. Just slid out. So because of the face shape, the ball is releasing a little bit quicker than I'm used to. Say with a tactic, it's kind of got a longer release. So I got to pull my arms around even faster. Thought it killed me. All right, it's got some real power to it. Just need to choke up the release a little bit or wrap my arms around quicker. We'll see which one gives me a little bit more accuracy. All right, so the quick release is totally it. So I just gotta pull my accuracy over. Kind of like it. It definitely has a really rigid feel. Like you don't feel a lot of ball move. I mean, you don't feel any ball moving at all when you're cradling. When you're shooting, it's kind of locked in there, locked in there, locked in there, and just ka-cha, as Chris would say, which I really like. All right, let's do one more. Yeah, it's a nice snap, especially if you just wrist it. It's kind of nice. It's almost like you're pass shooting. Yeah, and see, as soon as I try to go back to my normal shot, it doesn't have enough whip in it because the release is too quick. So I might actually have to add whip to a stick. Hear that, Chris? That's weird. That's weird. I don't know about that. I don't know if I want to go crazy. So we're gonna snap a little bit more, less rotational, straight through. I think we'll be money. I can see why you like this stick. It really is just a flick to the goal. And especially if you're changing angles and you're really an arm shooter, I think this is gonna be awesome. Like that's cooking. And it's really a snap. Because I think high to lows are gonna be filthy with this stick. Yeah, it's actually even less than what I expect.
I don't like my stick.
Well, no, your stick is like, I'm aiming that corner and I kill a small child down the block. Oh, yeah, like the hold in the cradle is like the most insane whip stick ever. And then when you go to shoot, it's perfectly clean. It's really nice. So, just gotta nail this low to high. In conclusion, if you're a run and gun midfielder, this should be your head of choice. I absolutely love the way it feels when you're going back and forth for kind of the split dodging or swimming, whatever you're gonna do. The ball's really just gonna sit there, especially in the fiber system. And then when you crank it back on the run, the ball's gonna load and you just kind of rock all the way through, and it's got some really good accuracy. I would say for how much hold to how much whip it has, it's one of the best heads I've ever thrown with. It has a ton of hold without having a crazy amount of whip, and has really good accuracy. The things I was most concerned about, of course, was gonna be catching because it's a little bit narrower and short on the top, but you know, it comes down to player. I think I'm pretty decent at catching, so didn't really bother me too much, and the ground balls were a breeze. Even though I thought they were gonna be an issue with the tension lock and kind of the face shape. I think because the head is so narrow, but they did pull the mesh out, it's a good balance between kind of performance and also being able to pick up some ground balls and play everywhere on the field. Now going into the looks of the stick, I absolutely love the way it looks. The beveled top to it, the face shape, the single rail with the X rail, doing the normal Maverik jewel up front and the matte plastic to it. Matte can usually look kind of cheap or gimmicky. This looks on point, looks nice and classy and modern. Really just love how kind of tight and lightweight and performance it is. And for 90 bucks, I think you're gonna be hard to beat ahead if you really are one of those run and gun midfielders. But as always, let me know what you think about it in the comments below. If you guys are looking to pick up a Kinetik or some fiber, you can definitely check out thrownlacrosse.com. I'll have a link in the description below, or you can hit the eye in the top right-hand corner. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the field. Kind of just want to keep shooting. Top left for you. Sorry, getting old.